right? So the name of the film is called Charagma. It's about the mark of the beast. And as he said, we're not telling people what the mark of the beast is, but understand we're living in a beast system, right? And by the time I don't know if any of you guys watched my Sabbath class, but about 2 weeks ago, I did a class on the beast system. By 2030, they want you to literally be the technology. That thing in your pocket you call a cell phone, by the year 2030, they want you to be the cell phone. That's called transhumanism. You're going to be the cell phone. You're going to be hacked. They're going to log you into the cloud, and you're going to be a cell phone. That's how they're going to control you. Your man Elon Musk, everybody says is a genius, and everybody loves them damn Teslas. Elon Musk has something called Neuralink, where they want to put microchips in you as well. Understand these things. So these things are real. We're not saying that that is literally the mark of the beast itself, but it's definitely a part of the beast system. And that's the direction that we're heading in right now. We're heading into the beast system, right?
All praises to Yahweh Bashana Washai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and bishops of Great Millstone. And Yahweh Bashana Washai, Bahashem Rakakodash Brakatham to the elect of Israel. Now, I want to say a few words concerning this movie premiere that was just uploaded on Priest Danyaahla's channel, which is Maccabees TV, Priest Danyaahla, going back to the Old One West, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe he's the camp leader of the group Lions of Israel. Okay. Now, this movie, I guess they've been trying to put it together for the past, I don't know, couple of years or so. I could be wrong. And it's not really a full-length movie. You know, it's a short film at best. But nonetheless, you know, I do want to give them credit on, I guess, trying to bring more awareness to this prophecy concerning the mark of the beast, recorded in Revelation 13 and 16, all right, concerning the mark, which when you go into that word in the Greek, Revelation 13 and 16, you will find the word Charagma, right, which is defined as an imprinted mark or imprinted stamp, really an incision, all right? And actually, when you go into that word imprint, and you can look it up for yourself, when you go into the word imprint, it's synonymous with the word implant, okay? And when you go further, you know, into the root word of Charagma, you'll find the Greek word charax, okay, which is defined as a pale or a stake or a palisade, right, which is something sharp. And, you know, us here at Great Millstone, we believe that to be the 12 gauge needle, the instrument that they're going to use to actually implant people with a microchip, okay? And then when you go further into that word Charagma and charax, the root of that word is grapha, okay? And that pretty much goes into the data that's going to be stored on the microchip implant. Data being, you know, your identification, your medical records, your passport information, of course, your money, right? Your cash money, your digital money. And we're telling you that this is how Esau is going to brand you via the microchip implant. This is how he's going to enslave you via his microchip implant. And this is how he's going to be a god over you, which is idolatry, via his microchip implant. All right, this is our message over here at Great Millstone. This is the sound that we're blowing. This is the trumpet that we're blowing over here at Great Millstone. All right, according to Joel chapter 2 and verse 1. Okay, roughly paraphrasing, it says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain." And again, like I said, that's the sound that we're making. That's the alarm that we're sounding. All right, like Tennessee, ring the alarm. Or that's the alarm that we're sounding. Okay, we're letting the people know that, look, the mark of the beast is the microchip implant, and that Esau is getting ready to implement his new world order, which right now he's branding as the Great Reset, according to his think tank, which is the World Economic Forum. They're also calling it the fourth industrial revolution. And pretty much we're coming into a society, a cashless society, where you're not going to be able to buy or sell, as is written, according to Revelation 13 and 17. Meaning, you're not going to be able to operate in this new world order, this cashless society, this great reset, unless you have his mark, which is the microchip implant, okay, embedded underneath your skin. And that aligns with Revelation 3 and verse 10 concerning what our Lord prophesied about as it pertains to the hour of temptation, which is going to be a short period of time, but it's going to feel like forever because it's not going to, literally be 1 hour. It's not going to be 60 minutes, but it will be a season where this new world order of Esau is going to be in effect, all right, throughout the world, throughout the globe. And, our faith is going to be tested even at the point of death, all right, according to Revelation 20 and verse 4. Because the Apostle John saw certain brothers and sisters, for that matter, not bowing down to Esau's system, not worshipping this beast system, and not receiving that mark, which is the microchip implant. And they had, their head chopped off, via what we would call today a guillotine. All right, we believe that to be a digital guillotine, but however it, whatever it is, certain brothers are going to be martyrs for their testimony, for the testimony of Yahweh Bashma Shai, in which that's what we have, all right, concerning this truth, and especially as it pertains to the prophecies. And then you've also got Revelation 2 and verse 10 going into how, certain men are going to, get locked up. Certain of us are going to get locked up, tried, tested, for a certain amount of days, where our faith is going to be tested. And so, like I said, going back to the topic at hand, that being the Charagma, also known as the mark, when you go to Revelation 13 and 16, the mark of the beast. Us here at Great Millstone, we definitively break that down as being the microchip implant. However, what I want to talk about concerning Maccabees TV, Priest Danyaahla, and this filmmaker of theirs, what I want to touch on is how they're ambiguous about what the mark is. And what I mean by them being ambiguous is that even though they do show the microchip implant in the movie, all right, they do actually depict Revelation 2 and verse 10, as well as the microchip implant being involved in that scenario. You have Priest Danyaahla saying something to the effect that the Charagma is not definitively speaking about the microchip implant, which is confusing and it's double-minded. Okay, and that's pretty much my only quarrel that I have with this movie premiere and their discourse, okay, because they're not really letting it be known what the mark of the beast actually is and what the Charagma is, all right? And that's given out an uncertain sound, and I'm saying that according to what the Apostle Paul said in, I believe that's 1 Corinthians 14 and verse 7, okay, where he said, if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle? Okay, so, that's my take on this whole Charagma movie premiere by Priest Danyaahla. And that's the issue that I have. Like I said, I give them credit on, trying to put together this movie and trying to bring more awareness as to what the Charagma is. But, you want to let Jake know what it actually is. You don't want to make statements like what Priest Danyaahla said in this discourse. He said something to the effect that they're not actually saying that the microchip is the mark. So my question would be, what is it then? Like, what is the actual mark of the beast? Because you're not making it clear, all right? That's the question that I would have if I was in that audience. And I believe there's a gentleman, there's a brother that stands up and pretty much asks them what the Charagma actually is, okay? And again, Priest Danyaahla and this filmmaker, they don't give a definitive answer as to what the Charagma actually is, okay, and what it isn't. They're pretty ambiguous about it. And like I said, according to 1 Corinthians 14 and verse 8, that's given out an uncertain sound. Okay, you're not making the prophecy plain, as our Lord said when you go to Habakkuk chapter 2, right? Our Lord said through Habakkuk, or to Habakkuk rather, the Lord said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. So you're supposed to make this, this thing very clear unto our people as to what it is. All right. That's if you're putting yourself out there as being a servant, a minister, or a prophet of Yahweh Shema Shai, as Priest Danyaahla actually, fancies himself. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, I'll say that much. Shalom.